and fresh. Who's next?
Me next. Patience, plentiful.
In a busy part of the city, where people rushed through life every day, there was one small roadside spot that everyone knew. Not because it was fancy, not because it was clean, but because of one thing: the Akara. They called her Mama Ikeche, but most people had stopped using her real name. They gave her a new one: Mama Akara Authentic. Every morning, before sunrise, her fire was already burning, oil heating, smoke rising slowly into the cool air. And just like that, the queue would begin. Workers heading to offices, drivers, students, market women, even people in suits. Yes, suits. People who could afford restaurants still chose to sit on her small wooden benches, eating hot akara with bread, sweating, smiling, completely satisfied. There was something about her akara. One bite and you are hooked. People would say, just one more, but one would turn into 5. 5 would turn into 10. Some even joked, if I'm not careful, I'll finish my salary here. But deep down, it didn't feel like a joke because it was happening. People kept coming back every single day. And no matter how rude she was, nobody stopped. Mama Ikeche was not friendly at all. She shouted at customers, insulted them, ignored them. Stand well. Are you blind? If you don't like it, leave. Sometimes she even threatened them. Don't annoy me, I will pour hot oil on you. Yet, nobody left. They stayed, smiling, waiting. That was the strange part. Until Favor came. Favor was different. She had just moved into the area. Young, smart, observant. One morning on her way to work, she stopped by the store. I want akara and bread, she said politely. Mama Ikeche didn't even look at her. Stand there. Favor blinked. She wasn't used to that kind of treatment, but she waited. When it got to her turn, Mama Ikeche slapped the akara into her plate carelessly. Favor stepped aside, confused. She watched the others. People were being insulted, disrespected, almost chased away. But instead of getting angry, they laughed. They still bought more. That was when something clicked. This is not normal, Favor whispered. She bought the akara, took a bite. Yes, it was good, very good, but not enough to explain this behavior. Something wasn't right, and Favor decided she would find out. Days passed. She kept observing. Morning, evening, same pattern, same crowd, same obsession. Then one evening, something happened. Favor was returning from work, tired, hungry. As she passed the usual street, she noticed something strange. Mama Ikeche's stall was closed, but she was nearby, alone, behind the stall. Favor slowed down, quietly. Then she saw it. Mama Ikeche, standing near her frying area, looking around carefully. Then she did something that made Favor freeze. Mama Ikeche urinated directly into a container. Favor's heart began to pound. No, no, no! But it didn't end there. Mama Ikeche carried the container, walked to her frying pan and poured it inside the oil. Then she stirred it calmly, like it was normal. Favor covered her mouth in shock. What did I just see? Her hands began to shake. Everything made sense now. The obsession, the behavior, the addiction. Favor didn't wait. The next morning, she went straight to the nearest police station. At first, they didn't believe her, but her fear was real. Her voice was shaking, so they followed her. When they got to the stall, the crowd was already there again. Busy, noisy, desperate, just like always. The officers moved in. Everybody stepped aside. Confusion, fear. Mama Ikeche tried to act calm. What is the problem? They searched the place, then found it. A container, hidden. The smell alone was enough. They arrested her immediately. The crowd watched in shock. What happened? What did she do? Then she spoke. I didn't force anybody. Silence. I was told what to do. The officer stared at her. A native doctor showed me. Gasps filled the air. He said if I mix it with the oil, customers will keep coming. They will never stop buying, no matter what. The crowd stepped back. Some dropped their food. Others felt sick. The truth hit them hard. They were not just eating Akara, they were being controlled, manipulated, used. Mama Ikeche was taken away. Her stall was sealed, closed forever. Days later, the street was quiet. No crowd, no shouting, no obsession, just silence. Favor stood there one evening, looking at the empty space. Then she said softly, "Not everything that tastes good is safe." And she walked away.